Hey everybody, today is July 6, 2015, and I just recently heard a really crazy theory that if you cut these jade plants and put them by a water source, not in water, just by it, the jade plant would actually smell the water and root. I'm gonna try this theory out, and I don't know if it's just a myth or it's just something somebody made up that these plants would root regardless. But here's a container with water. I cut the jade plant leaves off a few days ago, so I'm just gonna put it right next to this water container, and I'm gonna leave it for as long as I can see roots onto this plant, then I'll follow up. Alright, my crazy experiment actually worked. 26 days later, and I have roots and even a little plant on top right here. Let me show that to you real closely. Check that out. See that little plant there with some roots? So it actually worked. I mean, I didn't really do much to this. All I did was place the cutting into this little container. Here's my little container with water. As you can see, the algae start collected at the bottom. And then 26 days later, we have growth, roots and little plant. So let me show you another one. There it is right there. This one just has some roots, but no little plant yet. And then I think this one has something right there too. Little plant growing. The rest of them are smaller plants, are smaller leaves, so I guess the more mature leaves are the ones that are more likely to be successful. I don't know that because placing the water there actually made it grow, or jade plants are just hardy plant and they will grow regardless. But that's a really neat thing to tell people that you did that and it actually worked. So what I'm going to do today is take this plant and then grow it in soil to get a new plant. And since this one did the best and it has roots and the little branch coming out, see, it's a cool little branch, I'm gonna use this to grow a new tree. So here's my little container with the soil already moistened. Now you don't want to use soil that is too wet because jade plants, they're succulent and they don't like too much water. So just a little bit of water, make sure this is moist, and that should work. I don't have a lot of space, so I'm going to use this. Once they get bigger, I'm going to put it into a larger container. But here's what you do. There's really no art to this. It's very, very simple. See, there's the roots at the bottom. So you want a root to make contact with the soil. You can just place it like that, flat on top. The roots will eventually dig into the soil and the plant will grow. So I'll keep you guys updated within the next few weeks and see if we get a nicer, bigger shoot coming out of this leaf. Okay, today is August 15th and it has been exactly 2 weeks since we transplanted the leaf into this little container, and check that out. New shoot has sprouted, and so this will become its own tree eventually. So I did another one and that also sprouted. Then I took another cutting and then I placed it into this other container and that sprouted as well. So every little leaf that I took to put into soil after I see roots sprout new branches. See that one there? And then for the remainder that did not grow, this one just started to root. So there it is right there, one little root. So if you put this guy in the soil, it'll grow new shoot just like that. So the entire process took me 40 days from the time I cut those little, oh there, look, check this out. This little one here has started to root as well. You see that? Let me see if I can zoom focus. There it is. the experiment is very interesting, and I'm not sure that having a water container there did any good, but it's very funny to tell people, I guess. So after 40 days of testing, I believe that the container really didn't do anything for the jade plant. They're just very hardy plant and just would grow regardless. So I would just cut leaves and place it into this container, leave it by the window so you can see some lights. As long as the temperature is not too crazy hot, too crazy cold, it will start to sprout out some roots. And once you see roots that small, you can place that into a container of soil, and then that will grow into a new tree. And then eventually you're gonna have a ton of jade plants that you may not know what to do with. So there it is. I got a ton of little leaves that just grew everywhere, and I have some right there. So the plastic bag on top is just to keep the moisture in so I don't have to water often. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the experiment. Jade plant is very easy to propagate. You can do it without soil, as we did in this video, or you can do it in soil. Either way, it would still work. They're very hardy plants and they're very easy to clone. That's pretty much all there is to it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave it below. Please like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Thank you for watching.